All right, here we go. Almost to the end. 2 more pages. The first one on this one, number 33, this is on page 6, is what is the remainder? So we get to use synthetic division again. We're going to take the opposite of the plus 7. And it looks like it goes 4, 3. We don't have a 2. We don't have a 1, but we do have the 0. So we are going to go 1, 7. And then this is like, so it's like we have x to the 4th plus 7x to the 3rd plus 0x squared plus 0x minus 3. So we've got to put in a 0 here, a 0 here, and a negative 3. Then we're going to bring this guy down, and we get a 1. So we're going to go multiply, negative 7, add 0. Multiply, and that gives us 0, add 0. Multiply, 0, add 0. Multiply again, 0, add negative 3. So my remainder is negative 3. I get to do synthetic division again on this number 34 to figure out if x plus 4 is a factor. So in order to do that, I'm going to do synthetic division, take the opposite, so negative 4, and we're not missing anything, so it'll be 1, negative 5, and 1. This comes down as a 0, and then when I do my multiply and add, I'm going to multiply, 0, add, negative 5. Multiply, and I get 20, and I add, and I get 21. So since it does have a remainder, then the answer is no, not a factor. If the remainder was 0, then we would say that it is a factor. On number 35, we want the graph to differ from its parent function. Its parent function is x to the 4th power. Now, we can do this in our head because we know that this is like our k. So it's like x minus h to the 4th plus k. K is on the outside, and we know k moves things up and down. So we can go over here, and we can say it translates it up 6 units. Now, if you weren't sure, you could always Desmos it, graph that, and see what it looks like. You just have to know the parent function is really x to the 4th power. So you might want to put both of them in to see. On number 36, we are going to combine like terms. So we're just going to put things together. So 5x to the 4th plus 2x to the 4th is 7x to the 4th. Cancel those are gone. 6x to the 3rd minus 8x to the 3rd is negative 2x to the 3rd. So right now I've eliminated this guy and this guy. My last one, is it going to be a negative or a positive on that last number? So because I have a plus a negative 4, so it's plus negative 4, that's going to make it a negative 4. So that's going to be letter choice B. When I do the second one, number 37, I've got a minus here. So some people like to go ahead and distribute that negative. I'm not usually one of those people, but I think that's what most folks do. So this will be x to the 4th minus 7x to the 3rd, and then it's like a negative 1 that gets distributed. So essentially all I'm doing is changing all the signs. So that becomes a negative 3x to the 4th instead of a positive, and it's positive 7x to the 3rd, a negative 5x to the 2nd, and a positive 4x. Then I'm just looking for who's friends. So x to the 4th and negative 3x to the 4th makes negative 2x to the 4th. Not sure about that? Do 1 minus 3 in your calculator. All right, so automatically A is gone. Cancel those out. They're gone. Now I'm going to do a negative 7x to the 3rd and a positive 7x to the 3rd. Well, negative 7 plus 7 is 0. Those cancel out. So now I'm looking at negative 5x squared, who has no friends, and 4x, who also has no friends. So we're looking at, I think it's letter choice B. Okay, moving along. Last one on this page, y'all. We are going to double distribute. This is a great example of why double distributing is way better than FOIL, because FOIL don't work here, y'all. So we're going to do 8x times 6x squared, and that gives me a 48x to the 3rd. I highly recommend not doing your little rainbow deal until you've actually written down what you multiply. Otherwise, the rainbows get real confusing. So 8 times 6 is 48. X times x squared is x to the third. Then we have 8 times 7, which is 56. And then we have x times x, which is x squared. And then last but not least, 8x times 7, which is just minus 56x. Then I'm going to change colors because I'm going to take this guy. He's a negative 3 that gets distributed, which is negative 18x. And make sure that's negative 18x to the second power. Then I have a negative 21x. And then I have a positive 21. So that's a negative 3 times a negative 7. All right, so we get 48x to the third power, and I can probably stop there, but I might just double check to make sure. So 56x squared goes with negative 18x, so it's a positive 56 minus 18, which is a positive 38x to the second. So a positive 56 minus 18 is a positive 38, so I make it a plus 38x squared. If you want to keep going, you can, and make sure you get it right. Negative 56 minus 21 is negative 77x plus 21. However, you could have stopped at the very beginning there. All right, guys, one more page, and you are ready for your final.